self-hypnosis to help you relieve any anxiety and really just reprogram your mind for just so that you can feel good. So I'm a hypnotherapist and I help my clients do this, but you don't need to hire somebody. You can seriously do this yourself. I do it all the time. If you don't know what hypnosis is, it's very similar to meditation, except that it's active. With meditation, you try to just still the mind and just kind of be at peace. But with hypnosis, you go in and you work with your mind to create an outcome or a feeling that you want or desire. And the subconscious mind is incredibly powerful. It stores all our beliefs, our memories, our feelings, everything that we've experienced from the moment we were born or even in birth to right now. And a lot of the stuff we're consciously not aware of what's in our subconscious. So it's powerful to go in and just rework anything that you want to work on. And I'll give you some examples on what you can do, especially for anxiety. So it's a very simple process. All you need to do is just relax your mind. And you can do that by just focusing on something like directly above you and just focusing it there, because what happens is your peripheral vision will open up and you will automatically get into a calming state. It's called Hakalau. And just take 3 deep breaths. And then on the third last exhale, you close your eyes. And then just imagine every part of your body relaxing completely, especially your face and your jaw. You may not realize it, but you're really clenched there all the time. So then once you feel really relaxed, imagine a staircase or an elevator or an escalator, anything going down. You just walk yourself backwards, 10, 9, 8. Just imagine yourself actually going down. And by then you're it's called a trance state. And what it does is it lowers your brain waves. It lowers your, it's called the critical factor, but you're in your subconscious. Essentially, that's what it is. And when you get there, this is when you can have fun. You can go in, you can use affirmations. You can go to an event that happened in your life and recreate it. Like if there was something that happened that you were just like, oh, that person just really got to me, change it. Change it to whatever you wanted it to be. And the trick to this is to feel it. Like, what is it that you really wanted to feel? Did you want to feel excited? Do you want to feel love? Whatever it is, just feel it. And then, I mean, you can do that for everything. What I love to do is talk to my subconscious mind, because growing up in high school, I was really critical to myself. I was always like, you're stupid. Like just that negative self-talk was towards myself. So I've learned to, I guess it's becoming in rapport, having a great relationship with my subconscious, so that now I don't do that. It's just like, hey girl, what's up? Let's, what can we do to help you out? So the more you can go in and actually just talk to yourself, work out any issues, like what's going on. Your subconscious mind will help you out. It's not there to beat you up. It really just wants to keep you safe and protective. And that's why things happen in your life, because it's just really trying to keep you safe. It's not trying to be mean to you or anything. So if you can build a great relationship with yourself, everything else will change. And then you can go in and really, just change your life. So for anxiety, here's a great technique. If you need something really specific for anxiety. I know a lot of people have like generalized anxiety, but it's usually for something specific. So if you can identify what it is, why you're nervous, why do you have that feeling, you can create what outcome, what would happen for you to not feel that way anymore. And once you don't feel that, like go to that exact moment. Like, what is it that will make you not feel anxious anymore? What is the outcome you want? Go in and feel it and just embody it. Go in, see what you see, feel what you feel, and feel it. And then the trick is every time you get that feeling of anxiety, it's called the switch. You got to switch it and be like, nope. And then just try and drop into that image that you already created and feel it. Because two things will happen. One, the more you do it, you're just going to stop getting that trigger of anxiety for that one situation. And then two, you are what you think. So eventually that outcome will happen because you're not focused on anxiety. And anxiety is worrying about the worst that can happen. So if you're focusing on the best that can happen, it will happen eventually and the anxiety will go away for that specific situation. It's so, anytime you have anything, you got to just narrow it down. So you can do that with self hypnosis and you don't need a lot of time. You really 10 minutes, anything, you can just get yourself alone. The more you practice it, you'll get into trances really easy. Binaural beats is music that kind of helps your brain waves lower. If you they're everywhere, YouTube, Spotify, everywhere. You can find something that helps you lower your brain waves to help you induce that trance state faster so that you can get into your subconscious mind. And once you're there, have fun, play with it, like create amazingness, because it's going to make you feel good. And when you feel good, like everything around you changes. So does anybody have any questions about this?
You did mention about affirmations. So, what are few affirmations we could use for anxiety?
So for anxiety, depending on whatever it is that you're worrying about, right? I'm just gonna maybe it's like a sport or something that you have, an event coming up, right? Um, let's just say I'm going to just use this as an example. Let's say I had incredible anxiety for speaking today. So I would just go in and just be like, all right, first of all, I would imagine my outcome. So my outcome would be, I did a great job. Everybody was just like, yay, thank you so much. You helped me. And then I would just, the affirmations, like, I'm a leader. I know how to talk. I know how to, you're going to do a great job. I'm in control. Just any of those powerful, anything that is related to the situation. And then you can even just be like, I'm love. I'm worthy. A lot of this is self-worth. So I always throw in like, I am love. I am worthy. I'm worthy and deserving of success. I'm worthy and deserving of love. I am worthy and deserving of whatever the outcome or the situation it is. I mean, even just going in and just doing some self-love on yourself would just amplify your vibration on everything on that. So that's how you can use those affirmations. And because you're really talking to your subconscious mind, you're there, it sticks versus being consciously just saying, I mean, have you ever said affirmations and you're just like, no, this isn't working? Like, it's
Exactly. That's
because
what I was going to ask.
right. So it's because your subconscious mind, you have two minds. You have your conscious mind, which is what you think every day, and then your subconscious mind, where it's everything, your beliefs, your values, everything. So when you're saying something, if your subconscious mind isn't aligned with it, if it doesn't believe it, it just like bounces right off. And they say, yes, the power of repetition helps out. It does once you connect with your subconscious and already start working with it. Because once you do that, then the affirmations will stick because it's like, oh, okay, we worked through this, we did this. And eventually it's just going to completely believe it. And you're going to be in rapport and in alignment. And that's what alignment really means. It's when you're aligned with your subconscious, you're just a complete whole versus, I mean, have you ever tried to do something, but like you're not getting the same results that you want? It's because your subconscious mind isn't in alignment with it. So you have to kind of bring it together and just work with yourself really to get any result that you want, especially with anxiety and all of that.
Like, how do we exactly do that? Like, how do we, align our subconscious mind?
Okay, so with self hypnosis, whatever situation that you have going on, you just go in and start working on the issue that's pressing on you, whatever the situation it is. Go in and if it was an event in your childhood, if it was something you can even just ask, go in and just be like, subconscious mind, like, or call it whatever. Like, help me out here. What's going on? How can I heal this? And it'll, if you allow it, it will just start bringing stuff up. And when you get there, just start working with it. You know, it's going to bring up stuff and you're just going to be like, do I want to hold on to this? And a lot of it is you have to let go of, and like the shame and the negative talk that you have with yourself. You just have to let it go and start using affirmations with like, I love myself, I am worthy, and just raise your feeling about yourself. That's how you get into alignment. Is you have to just really, it's self-worth. In most people, most of my clients, they don't have self-worth, and they don't really consciously realize it, because there are some successful people that I've had and they're just like, oh my God, I don't understand why I'm stuck here or this isn't happening. And then once we go in, they're just like, wow, I just realized I don't love myself. And it really has to do with how you feel about yourself. So if you can go in and just constantly just talk to yourself, it actually turns out really fun after a while once you keep doing it. And then just any situation you have, go in and, like I said, rework it. Imagine what it would be like. We're so focused on the worst, like what can happen, but you have to just kind of switch it and be like, imagine like whatever your wildest dream was on a situation or just in your life, play with it. And that's kind of a form of visualization, except you're doing it with your subconscious mind versus consciously thinking of it. So that's a way that you can become in alignment with your subconscious mind.
Since you said that you had a tough time in high school, and most of us are in high school, so as teenagers, how do we build that self worth?
So this, I was really trying to like figure out what I went through in high school. In high school, I was depressed. I went on antidepressants for a while. For 2 years, I was on it, and I realized I had really bad some side effects with it, and I didn't want to be dependent on medicine. So I actually started my journey with meditation, and then I was introduced with self-hypnosis, but that was a little later in life. So for raising your self-worth, I would just use it. If there are things that happen in high school or just in your life that are triggering you, and by triggering, it's like you get a feeling like, oh my God, whatever negative